Let's go, let's go, let's go. If you didn't get any notification, it's probably because I just went live without advance notice. Tony Moore, I see you sending me messages on Instagram while I'm live on KM Video Live Stream. So uh, just was tripping off a few things. I see somebody ask, I think it was a female that asked, how did I lose 15 pounds? Shit, I got a bad diet. So, I laid off the sodas a little bit, laid off the candy, the cookies, the donuts, stuff like that, and drank a lot of water. So that's where the 15 pounds went. But it come and go. You know what I'm saying? I start eating bad. It start coming back quick. What up, Michelle? Jovan, what up? What's up with y'all, man? I thought it would be kind of fun or interesting to bring up some of the things of 2024 and some of the old school quotes and stuff like that that have been on KevMac videos. Sinbad has a message for you guys. Sinbad said, "What's up, Candace?" Sinbad said, "If you guys would like to ask him questions about the last video he did, he'll probably be coming on Monday, sometime soon, and on a live stream, and you guys can get at him about them questions." Uh, I have a couple of things written down, just a few. What's up, Southside? I'm gonna need y'all help on a few of them, right? I'm gonna wait till a few more people get up in here before I get started. Hi, Chief. What up with you, man? Antoine Foster, what up? By the way, a couple people got at me and said that Sinbad's video is just happened to them. After Sinbad's video, they wake up this morning and their girl is tripping too. Just like Sinbad said. No disrespect to women, but that's what some women do. Not all women, some women. That's what some women do. Like he said, menopause, and it'd be other factors, and they will have those split personalities in a moment, just like the weather in Las Vegas. Might be freezing cold one moment, might be warm the next, but it's just how it go, man. I'm sure you grew up with a mom or sisters or aunties and shit. You know how it go. Rest in peace to Ricky Henderson. I told a story on here about Ricky Henderson once. I think I put it in one of my books. I met Ricky Henderson, rest in peace. Great baseball player. Died. He was born in 1958, so he will be 66 years old this year. Uh, I met Ricky Henderson at Caesar's Palace. He was playing blackjack. Of course, I was there to play craps. And I seen Ricky Henderson. Well, first of all, I seen this badass bra. So I'm checking out this bra. Dime piece for sure, without question, from the toes to the nose. She was fine as hell. And I'm checking her out, but I see Ricky Henderson with the bra. And man, Ricky Henderson has some big old gigantic thighs, man. And muscle just poking out his pants, man. Ricky has some hell of a legs, dog. And because I love baseball and I bet on the A's, and I liked Ricky Henderson. He won me money in the past. Plus, he just got great game. Um, so I holler at Rick. I'm like, "What's up, Rick?" I don't remember my exact words, something like that. "What's up, Rick?" or Ricky Henderson. And fool ignored me. I felt a little small. I felt a little bit small and shit. I wanted to slap his ass, but them legs were so big. I don't know if I could handle Ricky Henderson. And his face was so knotted up. Damn sure I ain't finna hurt his face. But so I said something to him again. Again, I don't know what I said, but I said something like, "Ricky Henderson." That fool looked at me and he just like, "Nigga, don't bother me." But as a gambler, I understand because that fool was betting big, not real big, but he was betting big for, a lot of the celebrities I ran across in the days. He was betting big, had stacks of chips, and he's just going table to table betting on blackjack. Bad broad on him, man. She was, I don't know what she was. She was like some type of Asian or mixed with Asian, right? And yeah, man, I was kind of mad at old Rick, man. Rick, that's how you gonna do me, homeboy? But yeah, it was cool. I got my little Doc shirt. That's what's up. You just now getting that shirt? That's what's up. So I need y'all to help me on a couple questions, right? Who was the most irritating viewer on KM Video live streams in 2024? Would it have been Sir Uncle Buck or Austin, Texas? Y'all help me out one time. I'm waiting on y'all answers. Jay Ship. Tony Moore said a tie. Stop it. You an Austin, Texas fan, man. Uncle Buck. KP Video News. What up, on boy? Right. Both. Okay. We got a couple boths up in here. The fastest on a regular to join KM Video live streams would be James Cash. James Cash be up in here before me sometime. I'll be like, how is that possible? Yeah, Uncle Buck's funny sometimes. But I'm going to keep it real, man. Austin, Texas probably didn't make me laugh for 7 or 8 years. But this year, he made me laugh a few times, especially when he went off on my moderator, Crystal. He's kind of funny. You know what I mean? But, oh, that was Buck, by the way. Buck made me laugh. Yeah, Buck was kind of funny. My best host of 2024 was without a doubt Tony Moore. Baltimore, DC, New York, Delaware. We had a ball, man, going to those baseball games and fast food restaurants. So I got to give a shout out to Tony Moore. And before I forget, because I didn't write it down, my first and only Christmas present this year, man, is bomb, man. Shocking, because I didn't know he was sending it. I didn't know he had my address, but Big Lee, man. Big Lee sent me a present today, man. I'm loving it, man. Okay, so first of all, it's just a Dodger jacket like I already got, right? LA, I already got that, right? Sleeves, a little bit different, but I got this right. I got it already, right? But man, this sucker's hard, man. This fool got the whole hookup on the back, man. The whole Los Angeles Dodgers hookup on the back with the patch on the sleeve. I'm like, man, that's fire, man. I love the back, man. The back is hard. I love it, man. My type of guy, man. Right. Got the official New Era hookup on there, man. I'm loving this, man. I'm loving it. And it fit perfect, too. It fits perfect. I love the Dodger patch. I always wanted to get a Dodger patch, and then the years that we won. So I'll try to get the pennant years put on here if I can. But I love it. It was a great surprise too. Great surprise. I love it, man. Went outside, like, what is this? Stan the man, what up with you? The craziest shit that happened to me in 2024. When I thought I was going to Puerto Rico and they took my luggage and my luggage went to Puerto Rico without me. That had to be the craziest moment of 2024. The worst experience of 2024 was not me being sick. Maybe when they impounded my car. But it had to be the hurricane when I was in Houston. I couldn't get back to LA. I couldn't use my phone for a few days. That was horrible. Now, the funniest video of 2024, I'll let y'all decide. Was it Sinbad? Was it Sinbad talking about the girl that had to pay him $1,000 for the wear and tear? That was my favorite, funniest video of 2024. But yours might have been when that dog chased me in my sister's house when I was in Houston. I was on live and that German Shepherd was on my ass, almost got me. And the pit bull didn't want to go outside and help me. The pit bull ran because he seen me running. Man. Yeah, that was crazy. Who been on KM videos or KM video live streams and done the most lives in a day, I would have to say SAG. Was it SAG or was it BAM? Who did the most lives in a day? I think it was SAG. James Cash, what up, man? You missed your award, man. No, that pit bull was scared as me, man. They say SAG, SAG, SAG. No more parts of the Verla Swan interview. OG sound like he's still active. Yeah, he's definitely still active. I mean, you know, you get upset sitting up in there, man, on them level fours for 20-something years, man, and don't know if you ever go home again. You got guys in good shape, good health, man, with money like Ricky Henderson died. And he's younger than Verla Swan, so it can happen to any of us, man. It can happen to any of us. You didn't miss nothing, man. You didn't miss nothing. You looking well, rested, and recovered, big kid. I don't know about all that, but thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope my batteries don't die because since I haven't really been going live, I haven't even charged my batteries, man. Who had the worst diet? Or no, not the worst, because we know it's me. Who had the craziest diet that ever been interviewed on Mac Video? I'm gonna give y'all a hint to me. He said he used to eat a whole turkey a day. Who was that? Absolutely. Ricky was a bad dude, man. Ricky didn't want to be my friend, though. I don't think Ricky liked me looking at his girl, man. I don't think Ricky liked me bothering him while he was gambling. I've been there myself, too. I remember one time, I'll tell y'all, give y'all an exclusive story real quick. I remember one time it was a fight. It was a big fight, and we were at the Mandalay Bay. Gang of homies, gang of 60s. And I know my homie Crip Crazy was there, Big U was there, a few other homies. Tim, Black Tim was there. And I'm gambling. Large amount of money. Large amount of money. And I'm betting huge. I ain't gonna say no numbers because people think I be lying and shit. Huge. And Big U walked over to the table. Mind you, I'm throwing crap. People, I'm betting on people, they 7 out. I'm losing like a mug. And Big U walked up to me, said, "Hey, this how you get out, cuz." Man, I snapped. I went crazy, man. Like, cuz, leave me alone, cuz. Cuz, get away from me. And I ain't mean to do that shit. That's just the anger that comes from gambling and losing your fucking money. And I looked over at the homies. I seen some homie laughing. I seen some homie like, oh shit, like it's finna be some shit up in here. But man, I was losing like a motherfucker. Then of course, when I start hitting, I hit a few times. Then I loosened up a little bit, you know what I mean? And went and hollered at all the homies, shook their hands and stuff. But man, you be irritated when you gambling, man. A real gambler, gambling big, especially when you losing, man. You don't want to be bothered. You don't care who it is. You don't give a damn who it is, man. You just be like, man, give me my space, man. I need 6 feet, homie. I need it now. But man, I done told y'all, man, I done threw chips and hit people in their face, their nose. I done threw chips on the table, messed the chips up. Big Keith Stone, what up, homie? I don't think Stone was there that night. I don't think he was there. But I know Crip Crazy still talk about it to this day. He be like, man, I ain't never seen you so mad, man. Never seen you go off like that. I was late as a motherfucker when I lost the casino. Stone, what's up with you? You ain't been on here in a while, homie. You ain't been on here. Who's y'all favorite OG that been on this channel in 2024? Holla at me. Who was your favorite OG that been on this channel? Anyway, back to the diet, man. Y'all remember Craig Munson said he was eating a a turkey a day when he was blowing up, getting big. OG Cutes, the 702 bath water recipe. I know I'm gonna have to get at you soon. Heard you was a good basketball player. You reckon you was one of the top from your hood? Who, me? No, I wasn't no good basketball player. Hell no. I played hard like Dennis Rodman, but I was not good, homie. I was very average. I was very average. I just had the mentality, a winning mentality, and do the dirty work, do what it takes for your team to win. But nah, hell no. I probably wouldn't crack the top 150 players from the 60s, man. Maybe. I might crack the top 50. Nah, man, we had some ball players from the turf though. As crazy it is, we're getting more arguments playing baseball than we will basketball. Ain't that crazy? Big Stan, my partner Stan, what up with it? Name 5 Mac maniacs who've been here since the beginning. See, I don't really know who's been here since the beginning. I really don't. But in talking to a few people, Southside been around for a while. Austin, Texas was definitely around for a while. But I don't know if he could be considered a Mac hit or a maniac. Who else been around? I think Crystal been around quite a while. Who else? Baby Crazo was on deck back in the day. Hawkeye, favorite interview, favorite person on live stream, probably Mumpy. OG Miz. All right. Who else? Young Tiny. I don't know if you go back to the beginning, but you've been around a while, right? Yeah, I played baseball for sure. Why? Who says something about baseball? I love baseball. You can always get me going when you talk about baseball, pigeons, pit bulls, and gambling, man, and girls. I came in the ass end of COVID. Well, you've been around a while. I figure like the OG's been around before COVID. And the rest, man, we was big during COVID. So if you was around like the end of 2019, you on deck. You on deck. You've been around a while. But some people been around longer than that. I used to watch Kev Mac live streams when he had his old school setup. Shit, I don't even remember my old school setup. I went place to place. Shit. Was it in Houston? Was it in a motel in Vegas? Was it when I was staying with old girl that y'all said, I hear a girl, how come you never show her face? All right. It was a plane set up. The room was down there empty. Plane set up and the room was down there empty. Shit, I don't know, cause I was in the Harlems. I started in the Harlems. I think I went to the hotel, then Houston, then back to a hotel. Then I met a girl, and then I got an apartment. Being here pre-COVID, okay, they go original right there. I think it was a sofa behind you or something. Sofa behind me, man. It had to be. If it was a sofa behind me, it sounded like a motel, man. Sub since the Nugget interview. All right, you go back a while. 2017. That's about when I started because I went to Houston before Nip got killed. I was in Houston when Nip got killed 2019, March 2019. Pre-COVID, but probably a few months before it hit. Westside Ebby, I tried to tell you, girl, Polana, Misha G, Shaniqua, Michelle. Shaniqua been on deck. Michelle, Lisa Jackson, original for sure. While Queen, Monique. Monique came around the time Shaniqua came around. Jerry Allen Jr. been around a while too now. Yeah. Fantasy football champion. I still got my number 2 trophy, man. It be behind me when I do the live. I should start stacking all that shit up right here. Make a big junk pile up here. But I got the trophy on when I do my stories or interview somebody. It be in the background. I don't know who blocked you, High Chief. I had some haters moderating for me back in the day, and they were banning a lot of my good people, man. Man, if they banned OG Steve, they was hating on me, right? They banned 702 and a couple other people. Yeah, they was hating on me. And then they went over to somebody else's channel. They still around moderating for somebody else, but came over here hating on me like a mug, right? Hops was a hater mod. Haps. I remember Haps. Where's Haps at, man? Haps used to tune in, mess with us before all the Serenos took over and the North Days took over. I got banned too, but Kev had my back. That was cool. Yeah, you know what? I mentioned that to Goob too, because Goob told me, he said, man, I didn't ban James Cash. I just timed him out. And I went for it at first, but after I thought about it, I manually unbanned James Cash. So he was banned. I'm not saying Goob did it, but he was banned that night. He for sure was banned that night. Wasn't no timeout. So I don't know what happened that night. Like I said, that's why I don't want everybody to be moderators. A lot of y'all are regulars, but if I make everybody a moderator, I can't really tell who hating and who running people off. You know what I mean? You gotta remember how many people we used to have up in here. And my band list is huge, too. Keith Kloss was here. Keith Kloss admitted it, though, man. Keith Kloss admitted it. He didn't have to admit it, but he admitted it and made it easier on me to snatch his wrench from me. But no love lost, man. You know what I mean? He kept it 100. Tyrone Tate, I like Tyrone Tate. We don't talk about his interview enough either. You can see when YouTubers joined. How can I do that? Your YouTube studio dashboard where you will find recent subscribers. That displays a list of your most recent subscribers. I don't want the most recent. Let's go see. Let's see what you're talking about. Let me see. Not analytics. So you said dashboard. Dashboard. I don't see it. Community. I don't see it. Hey, Kev Mac, how did you lose 15 pounds? Audience. Nope. Challenge your audience watch. Y'all still watching Warren Cali, Young and Hefe, Kev Mac videos, Inside Story with Damian Porter, and Cartoon Fire Tray. Those are the top channels you guys are watching. The next tier, y'all watching Street TV, Hood War Stories, Compton, Rick Rock, Bomb First, and Hoodie from the Hood. Oh, y'all done stop watching them other 2 channels, huh? All right. Okay. Your #1 video for growing your channel was the night we gave Big Dulo from NHP a pass. Okay, that's the only good one I got, it says. Everything else was moderate. All right, well, shit, we might have to go do some more stories like that, man. Let me hit off some of these other sets, man. Good interview with Babalu. Man, you know what I was thinking about today? Babu. I was thinking about Babu today, man. Those lives with Triple OG Frog. Yeah, Frog was cracking for a minute, man. Only dude I ever seen always coming in with the crazy talking. Ignorance is Buck. Mariah, Flamethrower, what up with it? Kev, what year was your Lafayette interview? I don't know. I could Google it for you, though. Probably shit 2017 maybe. I don't know. Let me check. Six years ago, 2018. I'm down. The U and SAG sector is oversaturated. ATP. I'm down to you and SAG. Sector is over. Yeah, absolutely, Miss 702. Absolutely. That's why I never really followed a lot of people. Plus, I don't watch a lot of people anyway. But I try to subscribe to people that subscribe to me though, just out of respect. Cassie's replay still available for your first live care. I don't know. We got an issue with the lives because I used to go live and put the history interviews on the same channel. But some people was complaining like, "Oh man, you ought to have all your stuff in one place." And so I broke the channel up. So this isn't the original channel. This live stream channel is not the original channel. The original channel is the blue channel. I mean, I had one for the magazine, but I didn't use it. I never monetized it. I didn't use it. But the blue channel is the original channel. And so a lot of those lives I deleted or I put on private. Okay, make your counseling techniques are A1. Man, I don't know why y'all keep saying that, man. I was just trying to help, the people that's watching understand, like, if Sinbad took accountability for getting in a relationship with a broad like that, right? Because as men, as we get older, I realize we don't take enough self accountability for things that happen in our lives. Some things are out of our control, but some things we dive head first and then we want to blame somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You used to go live, then delete them if the combo was inappropriate. That's a fact, Tori. That's a fact. You're right. I did do that. Or if they start arguing and yelling at each other, I put it on private or delete it. Yeah. I think my first interview that I got tuned into was OG Hawkeye. Sleepy, what up, homeboy? Good interview with the twin and Big Cadillac, Pookie Twin. Yeah, 9-0. Shout out to the 90s. Reggie Owens, what up with it? Rockhead was big with Prison. Rockhead came in with a blast. I will always appreciate Rockhead for giving us his story, man. That was powerful testimony. And he caused just enough controversy to make people watch, review the video, and hit me up, but not too much to where it lingered. Like a few Black Power dudes, a few dudes from the 415 hit me up. One threatened to kill me. One threatened that I bet not ever say BGF again. I bet not ever ask a BGF question again or slice out. You know what I mean? But other than that, dudes kick back. You know what I'm saying? That's how Rockhead felt. That's Rockhead telling his story. He was very passionate about it. I thought it was an interview that should have been on TV that we could go look at later on, right? As a classic. But, I wasn't always good with the camera. I experimented with a lot of different cameras, had a lot of bad audio, you know what I mean? So that wasn't one of the best interviews as far as the camera. You have a what, homie? You have a DCC. You forgot the DCC, bro. Quake gave a good interview until you. Quake gave a good interview until you what? Why y'all writing half-ass sentences, man? Can y'all start finishing your sentence? Nah, Rockhead didn't say that, JR. Monster Cody said that. This new Sinbad charging baby Iraq procession is hilarious as hell, man. I feel him though. I feel him. Always been on my grammar since MSN days, kid. Right, but I ain't talking about you though. Big Keystone has a lot of history for his age, but most won't give him credit. They won't give him credit. Did anybody not give him no credit? I mean, Keystone can only tell you what Keystone know about, and other people the same thing. So if they don't remember Keystone or they didn't run across him, they're not gonna speak on it. Famous quote and things of that nature in Venice. You know, my homies know me. They know I'm joking when I say this, but I'm the Ken Griffey Jr. of this shit. Baby crazy. The president was in Home Alone 3, or was it 2? The president was in Home Alone 2. The fucking president. We're all serial killers. I'm a serial killer. Captain Crunch, that is. Oh, yeah, we need Big Keystone once a month. Man, y'all been saying that. I told Stone that too. When is Rockhead coming back on? Tell us. We just fans of our teams, and he different. He not a OG Big Keystone got some height on. Keystone's a big dude. Keystone's a big dude, man. Would you ever do an interview with Big Space Ghost while he's in prison? Of course I would, man. I'm tired of answering that question. You know, I've been answering that question all year. That Ricky Henderson news broke my heart. You know, surprisingly, it didn't break my heart. Maybe because deep down in my heart, I know he dissed me. Maybe I feel some type of way, but don't really know it. Cause I still love Ricky Henderson, man. I was a fan of Ricky Henderson. Ain't ashamed to admit it. You know what I'm saying? I was just taken back by Ricky not wanting to speak to me. I don't care if he was gambling and with a bad bitch and I'm looking at her or what. Ricky, you the man. You gotta know you the man, homie. You got to know you the man. You picked the bass up, nigga, and said you was the greatest when you broke the record. You broke Luke Brock's record, homie. I know. I was new though, so I was like, no way. Until Kev Mac put up the map. I know I'm the worst. I was started by Kev Mac movie. What? When this happened, Kev? I don't remember the year. It was when I was still gambling real heavy at Caesar's Palace. So it may have been the early 90s, probably before I went to prison. Yeah. We always say we're not gonna beat the Jimmy Lavender pulling out that yearbook, man. That was classic. Kev, we know you looked at her feet. I'm pretty sure I did. She was bad. That's why I said she was bad from her toes to her nose. She was bad. She probably was like half, maybe Japanese and white, maybe Filipino and Japanese or some shit. She was fine though. She was real fine. I'm sure he bought her chest though. I'm sure the chest wasn't natural. You know what I mean? But she had the long, pretty hair, pretty girl. I mean, you can't expect nothing else from a millionaire and the greatest base stealer in the history of baseball like Ricky, right? But you didn't know until Kev put up the map, Miss 702. What y'all talking about, Michelle? I'm lost about that map. KB freestyles used to have me rolling. Ricky was the truth. He probably was got keep it moving at the moment. He was a real cool brother. Well, like I said, he was gambling. He probably was losing because he was gambling big. Handful of chips, going table to table. So I'm sure that had a lot to do with it. But you know, when you're a celebrity, you're a star like that, you probably get tired of people speaking to you and shit. Even his girl looked like she was scared of him. His girl looked like she was worried about getting slapped if that nigga lost another bet. Tony Gwynn said Ricky was crazy. I think Ricky was crazy. I definitely think he was crazy. Tony Gwynn was a magician with the bat. Yeah, he was. If you're not black, that message was not for you. Peace and love to my brothers and sisters in Compton and LA. Oh man, this thing. James Cashby, oh one dog. What you smoking tonight, man? KB calls me all the time. I don't never answer. Giacomo versus AC, that was classic, huh? I was a blood in 72. Well, you a blood in 72. I was a blood. Monster Cody, who got right now was a great quote. And today, well, that was an awesome quote right there. It's like, did Monster Cody think of this shit in his cell and he just waited for the right time to say it or what? Like, he has some gems up in that brain, man. How it all started soon, coming soon. Y'all fire. Giacomo definitely the smoothest, definitely the coolest. Giacomo was classic, man. Oh, we gonna hook up with Giacomo again. Don't even trip. I seen the Mark Gastineau thing, man. I seen that. I seen that after y'all told me about it. I seen it. Gastineau seemed kind of crazy too, though. Shout out to KB and Alicia. KB probably don't even like me no more. He probably hate me now. Probably ain't even my friend no more. He probably y'all friend now. How it all
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
KB, what up? I bet I got the hardest freestyle you ever heard, man. Black Warrior Spirit. What Brett Favre have to do with the sack record? He let somebody sack him, so Gastineau lost the record. Giacomo interview still number one. Sinbad and TPK as co-hosts on your live would be hilarious. The stories they would tell, I'm sure. I don't know, man. TPK don't be messing with me no more, man. Whenever I call TPK, he ain't really got time for me, man. You trying to set KB up. He saw Tuck and tucked his rag. Exit stage left. Mike Strahan, he let Strahan sack him, man. I was gonna do 2 hours tonight, y'all, but I'm charging my batteries up, my backup batteries, just in case I hang around tonight. I mean, I was gonna wear my Santa hat, and I said, you know what, that's kind of goofy, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like looking goofy right now. TPK, funniest by far. Book was good as well. Prayers, OG Bam doing well and staying blessed. He MIA. TPK owe us a play. About 5 people asked me about that plaque. Man, Too Pretty Kitty promised y'all that plaque, not me, man. I ain't got nothing to do with it, man. Y'all hit that like button. We're gonna make sure Too Pretty Kenny don't do another Cal Mac Day this New Year. We don't want to trick y'all again, man. Y'all gonna start blaming me. Cal Mac. Let me hear Jimmy Lavender say Cal Mac one time, man. Hey, Cal Mac. I need some new damn glasses, though, man. Best DJ of the year, Captain Cole. Y'all got me up and feeling good. Or is it the sugar cookies and Remy? I wasn't supposed to be drinking, y'all, but I had some Remy Martin last
The art of communication will not be broken. No, not if your words are spoken.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Jimmy sleep. Hey, Jimmy, they say you sleep, man. They say, old man, like you go to bed early, homie. They say when you write your book, you got to write your book at 5, 6 in the morning when the rooster's out. You're drinking your coffee. Poetic voice, man. Absolutely, man. Jimmy's a player, man. You can't tell. You're going to put people in a box and run a wire into a wall. Get them out of here, Jim. Monster on making a small TV, right? Funny, man. Funny, dog. Real funny. Shout outs to Mr. Jimmy L. Big Took editing that yeast and chocolate milk and go home, blew up like bread was priceless. Cuz, can you hear me? The voice, Miss 702. Oh, man, y'all the best, man. Y'all the best. I can't believe it's only 79 people up in here with the great memory y'all got, man. Even Keystone up in here tonight, man. Do you think there'll ever be another Cali going movie made in Hollywood? Ain't no telling, man. Ain't no telling. I don't know. Big Kev drank some Remy Martin and Easy. The Black had some Remy too. Easy the Block had some Remy too. I got to get some real glasses for 2024. Because I'm really starting to not be able to see no more at all. Easy the Block Captain. Parlay, Kev. You need a parlay? I got a parlay for you. Here go a parlay for you right here. NFL tomorrow. Philadelphia Eagles. Arizona Cardinals. Detroit Lions. LA Rams. Cincinnati Bengals. Indianapolis Colts. Minnesota Vikings. Buffalo Bills. And then when you win that, you can bet it all on the Packers. My mama dressed me in some bullshit. I feel him on that one, though. Kev Mac, have you talked to Ron Ron? No, I ain't talked to Ron Ron, man. No, I haven't talked to Ron Ron. Our Rams need to win. If the Rams can't beat the Jets, the Rams need to go home. Rams should be able to handle the Jets. Even though Aaron Rodgers is playing good, that team is not that's not a well-organized team right there. I think I like Devontae Adams. He's nice, he's cool, he's good. I think the Rams are way too much for the Jets, offensively and defensively. 20,000 down on that parlay. Thanks. You gonna be 20,000 down on that parlay. Oh my goodness. You could put 1,000 on there though. Mr. Kelmac, what's the most annoying female mod? Oh, who's the most annoying female mod? I don't have none, or they wouldn't be mods. Fitz, what up with it? Tom Brady has been sacked the most career by a quarterback with 565 sacks. I don't know though. Crystal's kind of annoying and shit. Oh, Crystal's annoying. Oh, Crystal is the most annoying. I have to give it to Crystal. So to the fellas, I got a hard question for y'all one time. I'm gonna put all you dudes on blast, and you women finna be sweating like Sinbad when he got through hitting that thing for 1,000. Who was your favorite lady of KMV when the ladies came on? Your favorite lady of KMV when the ladies came on? Holler at your man one time, man. Let me know something. What up with it, Fitz? Stan the man, you haven't been this active in the chat in a long time. Tony Moore said, Michelle, my bell. Gonna have me turn on some Dougie Fresh up in this month. L Dub said, Kenya messing with my homies now, man. You better back up off Kenya, man. Homie ain't no joke either. He a rider. He legit homie. Michelle, my bell. Whoa. Dang. Michelle. Okay, Michelle, cool, calm, and collected. Hot winter again. That's a good thing, man. It ain't all extra cold and shit. My damn car battery died today, man. I was so pissed off. I thought I was about to go out and get me something to eat. Shit. Car battery dead. Man, you know how much some batteries cost? Back when I used to buy car batteries, nigga, $50 was too much for a car battery. You trade in your battery to get a discount off the battery. You know what I mean? Man, that motherfucker cost $271. That's not including tax. I'm like, God damn, man, what they putting in the batteries nowadays? The hell going on? Tony Angel, what up with it? You know, I told y'all about calling dudes unk and shit, man. Rennie Loke, my favorite, Misha G. No, he said Misha G, though. Shotty Mac. Tony Moore, what you get, man? I need some power steering. I thought you meant interview. I was going to say Mama Boo. You can buy a used battery, then you might have the same problem. Shit. Ricky, can't you see? We gonna miss you, Ricky. I had a 71 Nova that I had to disconnect every time I parked because it would kill the battery. That's funny. I call Snoop Unk. That's pretty much it. Remember when you had Silky Fun and them on? Yeah, I remember, man. Yeah, I remember. All 6 football games, NFL and college playoffs, favorites covered the spread. Black Warrior Spirit. Yes. Peace and blessing. We still got a little bit of 2024 left, though. Monster Cody said, what's with everybody being called OG, especially those who are younger than me? For real. I remember when they started calling me OG. Shit, I wasn't but 33 years old, man. 33 years old, and I became OG in the county jail, man. It was kind of cool, though. Who was that said they ran the yard? Was it Monster Cody or was it Rockhead? One of them said, I think it was Monster Cody. He didn't want to give up the yard because all the perks that came with it. I ain't tripping off the perks, but it was a trip when you the one calling the shots, you the one making the call, you know what I'm saying? That was different as hell, but I could imagine everybody in there being called OG now. My neighbor told me he was a battery thief in the 1960s. Oh, he must have been going in them VWs, them Volkswagens. They used to have a battery on the back seat. You go off in the car and you lift up the back seat, you steal the battery. Monster said that about CCO. He didn't want to step back from CCO because of the power. Yeah, man, it's a trip. But like I said, he had perks. I didn't have no perks. I was in the county jail. But yeah, it's a trip, man. That's a trip. I don't ever want to go back to that place again, man. Y'all shouldn't either, man. Nobody want to be in there. Everybody call home from prison, they either miserable and want everybody on the street to come in there, or they done had enough. And they be like, man, don't ever come back in here. Tell the homies out there, cut it out, man. You don't want to come up in here. He's taking Austin, Texas to the Super Bowl. My old neighbor been living in Nutty Block since 57 or 58, before the Grandies existed. Interesting. Why S-Mac be on Corrupt Head? Good question. You know, I went to one of the homies' funeral, Fat Donnie, and a couple dudes approached me and was like, yeah, man, you know, one of the Brumfields and another OG homie approached me and was telling me, nah, Corrupt is straight, man. Corrupt, you know, was up under our wing. And that was really the first time I really heard that, other than somebody like Big U. I didn't know all those details. I'm sure S-Mac didn't know either. But, you know, back then, you got to remember, when the Chronic dropped, back in the days when the Chronic came out, the Dr. Dre album, if you didn't grow up in the hood, you wasn't considered no real homie back then. If you wasn't on deck, in the mix, you got to think, man. You got to think in the late 80s, early 90s, up until the 92, everybody hung with everybody. Everybody, unless you was in jail, YA, prison, or whatever, nigga, everybody hung together. We went to functions. We went to the park. We went on Crenshaw. We did shit together. So if you wasn't on deck for that, you wasn't considered no homie, no real homie. Like, you just a associate. You ain't no homie. So that got a lot to do with why S-Mac had a lot of questions about dude. You know what I mean? Oh, I hate that, Michelle. Going to DMV early in the morning and don't get out to the evening. Austin, Texas, still going off on you on this channel about the late 70s stuff. It don't matter. One thing about it, if you can sit through one of his videos, then ask him, what does Google say? He's the one that said go to Google. So me, being a dumb guy that I am, I go to Google and ask Google, and I posted it for y'all. Google said the same shit I said. So why would the dummy say go to Google if he's not going to go by what Google tell you? But he's just immature, ignorant. You know what I'm saying? He's half-ass retarded. I've been saying that for years. You know what I mean? I get mad just conversating about that dude because I put up with him for so long and let him get passes so often. But it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? The park barbecues. He not answering my question. What was your question, DJ? What was your question? I see you say he not answering my question over and over and over. He got mad about 702. He was like, blood. I don't see your question. Oh, if you want tickets to the Super Bowl and they said you had to take either Austin, Texas or Uncle Buck, who you taking? I'm taking Austin, Texas, man. I'm taking Austin. Because Buck, I'm going to end up catching a case with Buck. Austin, I just leave his ass. I'll be like, hey, cuz, let's go to the bathroom, homie. And shake. Like, nigga, I'm out of here, nigga. You get home the best way you can. But Buck, I'm gonna catch a case with that fool, man. If you start your car, Antoine, thanks for the heads up. What's the heads up, Michelle? Talk to your boy. Michelle, if you start your car and it sounds like a lawnmower, there's a good chance your catalytic converter has been stolen. Or you could just have an exhaust leak. You know, my car, anybody that know me, my car used to sound like a lawnmower, right? And I used to have this little tingling, like in them old school cars, if you had a little tingling, little rattle, your car was idle too low. So you turn the idle up a little bit and it get rid of all that shaking, right? That noise. So I had that, and then I went to the shop, and what happened was where my exhaust connects, there was 2 screws, and one of the screws had been bent, so it couldn't hold the exhaust together right. So I had the screw cut off. I actually had a piece of pipe cut off and put a new pipe in there. And that cut out the noise and the shaking and all that shit. Kev, did y'all have mini bikes in your hood? Yeah. Yeah. Y'all remember me telling a story about my mother bought a lawnmower one time. She bought this new high-tech ass lawnmower back in the day. Like, it didn't just have a little small engine. It had a cool engine. I want to say it had twice as much horsepower as the old school lawnmowers. And nigga, my brother took her motor off the new lawnmower and put it on my mini bike. The mini bike was cool. I like that. But man, this fool made mom just waste her money on a lawnmower, fool. I said, this nigga crazy as hell. And bro knew how to do all that shit. I didn't know how to do all that shit. Bro used to build us go-karts. Some bomb go-karts. Of course, when he was gone, I learned how to make my own go-kart. We used to take the wheels off the shopping carts at Buddha Market. We go steal a basket from Buddha Market, take the wheels off and put them on there. Then we make a wooden emergency brake, pull up the brake, stop the tires. Yeah, bro was crazy. Man, bro was like that before he went to the east side, man. I don't know where he learned all that shit. I guess when I used to go to sleep and he would go out at night, he was learning shit. Now, I didn't get to learn none of that shit. I would just see him doing shit, man. Michelle, I know you loyal, a great cook. Are you a mechanic too? That's a good one, Tony Moore. We in Vegas for the new year. Man, you better stay your ass where you at, fool. Better not bring your low rod out here. Don't bring no pigs, no cow, no horse, no goat, no pigeons. Bringing your farm to Vegas. That's our next video. Slick moves his from the Compton Farms to Las Vegas farm. Let's see how he gonna move his animals and shit. I could do a little work on my 78 coupe, but not these new cars. Damn, Michelle was really getting out there. She gonna work on your glass house, your Cadillac, your box Chevy, the 6'4", the 6'3". Michelle got cars lined up in her driveway, like Michelle's garage. Easy Crip 6'9", what it do, man? Slick's tour of his farm was priced. Oh yeah, I forgot to put that on the awards. Slick's farm. That was the most animals we ever seen on the KM Video Live. Grandmother stayed down the street from Buddha Market off Mullen. It's Mullen with an N. Mullen. Yeah. I need an oil change too, fam. For real, Michelle. I don't need that oil change though. Hey, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. The Super Sport. Michelle, no disrespect, but I'm digging your skills. She got skills. I milked my first cow in Compton. That's right. That's right. Happy holidays, Big Kev, all Mac heads. We ain't got no more Maniacs, man. Maniacs is out the door for 2025, man. Get ready for the Buckeyes in the Rose Bowl. Bye-bye. Ohio's going down in the Rose Bowl. Oregon Ducks finna put hands on them fools, man. Guarantee you. Watch what I tell you. Oregon Ducks gonna smash Ohio State. I was raised by my dad and always watching everything. I hope he wasn't watching everything he did. I'd be damned if my kids ever watched everything I did. Shit, I feel sorry for them if they did. Walking in the bedroom, seeing nothing but nuts, just swinging and popping. They already did during regular season. And well, this the Rose Bowl. Ain't gonna do it again. Stop lying, Big Kev. We got this. But I do hear y'all. Yeah, I mean, you know, I think it was Penn State they beat in the regular season, or did they beat both of them, Penn State and Ohio State? I got 500 on the Buckeyes. Man, you better put 500 on one of them midgets, fool. Slick, you better start charging them midgets like Sinbad. Sinbad ain't playing. Sinbad go hard. Derek Lewis, man, good looking out, man. Y'all a little premature on this 2025, but thank you very much. My dad was an armed robber and thief. I used to see him get cracked by Compton police. Oh, man. My dad was a stalker. I used to see him climb up under the house. See, y'all don't know nothing about the phones back in the day. Back in the day, you had a negative and you had a positive on the phone, right? So that wire, that phone wire that comes to your house, and it goes up under the house, and it goes to the phone. Hot wire, cold wire, positive, negative. And then that's where they put the little box that you plug the cord into in the house, and now you got a phone in the house. Pops used to go up under the house and put a wire with another phone and put a wire and a wire on there, and he would listen to Mom's conversations. And I remember I found Pops up under the house one day. Man, I had to be, you know what? I want to say I was like 7 years old, but I think my sisters and brothers was gone already. I don't remember, but man, I heard something up under the house. Damn, what is that? Back then, you know, I like dogs and shit. I like cats and shit. So I go outside and go look up under the house, and I see my father up under the house. I'm like, and he on the phone like he's on Green Acres or some shit. And I'm like, what you doing up under there? And he fumbling. I'm like, damn. So when Pops is gone, I go up under the house to see if I could do what he do, and I hook the phone up, and boom, now I can hear whoever in the house on the phone. I'm like, damn. You know, back then I didn't know what stalking was and shit, but now I'm like, man, this nigga was a serial stalker. I used to wonder why when I went outside to play, that nigga be sitting on the corner in the car. He'd be like, hey, son, like, nigga, you ain't spoke to me, nigga, until you see me come out here, nigga, and catch your ass sitting on the corner, nigga. Man. Like, how you a player and you stalking your baby mama, though? Like, it shouldn't be that way. Either you a player or you a stalker, nigga. Which one is it? That nigga was something else. Man, Pops was a trip, man. So that's how I learned to listen to my girlfriend's phone calls. I go up under their house. I use the same phone he used to use. I use the same phone Pops used to use. I'm lying. We had a homie though, all bullshit aside. So I was messing with this one chick, right? Chick fine as hell. It's like the first real bad hoe I really messed with, right? And but she regular to me, she normal to me though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once you hit it, she dang. That 10 come down to a 5 now. She just a 5 to me. And a couple homies came by and they like, man, you mess with such and such, seen her car over here. Like, damn, you seen her car over here. What you doing on my street? So one homie, two homies, three homies, four homies, five homies, everybody's talking about it. So then I had one homie, because I live by a school and the playground got the chain link fence. You see straight through to the other side. So I come outside one day, I see the homie parked around the corner. And the crazy part, if you know where I live, nobody parks on the side of the school, on the other side on Alviso. Nobody parks on that side of the school. It's no parking right there. So when I come out, I see the car on the wrong side of the street, and it's my homie. I'm like, what the fuck? So I get in the car, I go around, come up behind him. I'm like, God damn, nigga, you the CIA, you FBI, nigga, ATF, nigga, who are you? Why you got binoculars looking at my house? I'm like, God damn, like that's some crazy shit. Them niggas couldn't wait till she leaves so they could pull her over and holler at her. I'm like, wow, she's crazy. Well, it's random, but somebody just said something about binoculars, so that's what made me say that. I'll tell you, man, I had a strange life, man. I'm telling you. You think I'm making this shit up, homie? But, I'll tell you when dudes are still alive, dudes still around. Some names I'll tell you, some I won't, because I know they're going to feel like I'm putting them on blast, you know what I mean? But, shit, Shotty Mac a real homie. Shotty Mac grew up in the same community I did. Shit, he know some of the stories and some of the players. What's up, Sag? Then if I'm lying, you got Keystone be on here. You got S Mac be watching. Who else? Sometimes my nieces, my nephews. No, I said I'd do 2 hours, Tony Moore. I might do 2 hours. My battery gonna die though. So I'm charging up some more batteries. My pops was a hustler too, but he was a middleman, so he wasn't always busy, but he was gonna go get that bread. I was gonna tell y'all a story about Backpack John, man. I just never got around to it, but my brother, Loco Bam, and Squally D's brother, Boo, they nicknamed my father's friend John Backpack John because he always carried a backpack. And in that backpack was what he was coming to get from Pops. I don't know why they never robbed John, but we knew John since we was kids, so I think that's why John never got robbed. John had a spot in Compton across the street from Killer King. What is that, Wilmington? I think that's Wilmington. Yeah, right across the street in them apartments. Upstairs, first apartment. I used to stalk John. I used to wait for John to be slipping. Like, man, if that nigga ever leave with all that work up in that apartment, I'ma get him. But he used to have Crips up in that joint, man. So could never get John. John, you leave them keys up in there, fool. I got you, nigga. Man, you go up in his spot. He was the first, like, you Compton dudes, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? A lot of dudes ain't gonna know what I'm talking about. I went up in this spot one time in Compton, right, to get some work from him. And this fool had a stove, homie. He had a stove with a big, gigantic ass pot, right? The stove is cooking on both sides. The pot is on both sides of the stove. This nigga, like whipping. He whipping, like really whipping. I'm like, damn. I didn't know though what the fool was doing. He was cooking a whole one to turn it into 3. And that's the first time I ever seen somebody using a whole stove to cook. That was a trip. That Stockton story had me laughing. You know, my brother told Baby Shawnee Mac asked my brother about that. And my brother said, he lying. He be making shit up. So Baby Shawnee Mac said, what he lie about? He got quiet. What part wasn't true? And he got quiet. Like, why he always say I'm lying, but he ain't never called out a lie, ever. Yeah, I miss Stockton. You see, I got all them pictures in Stockton, so I don't even remember all them days, but I do remember they used to have, like when it rained and shit, y'all had them little guppies and frogs. Y'all used to have some pretty butterflies too. So I spent my little childhood when I was about 5 years old, maybe 4 years old, 5 years old, running around playing with frogs and shit, and trapping guppies in a jar, and grabbing butterflies and shit. Ain't no question, ain't no doubt about it. My best friend was the best cook, not food, in town during the early years. A lot of people say that though. I hear a lot of people say that. I don't know who the best is, man. I'm sure it was a lot of good cooks. I guess that's kind of like, who's the best doctor? Who's the best pitcher? Who's the best quarterback? Harvey, Sag, Hartfield. I do know this. I do have one friend I would nominate as one of the best cooks. I had Brody. Brody represented a lot of important clients in his day. I think he represented Stanley Tookie Williams before. Quite a few people though. Yeah, I need a few, Sag. I need a few. At the current moment, I don't need it, but I need it to be handy when I need it. So yeah, I'm gonna get at you. I'm gonna text you Thursday for sure. I'm gonna put a wig on a pig and put him on Fig slick. Brody's father became a lawyer. Brody Jr. was just a lawyer, a judge. I mean, Brody, Scarlett, a few others, they became judges. But Brody Jr. was just a lawyer. Yeah, but microwaves came so much later. But yeah, microwaves, people was cooking in a microwave. I was gonna say I knew this one dude though. He turned 1 into 3, and you would never know it. Only way I found out is he slipped up and told me one time. And I was mad at him. I didn't buy nothing from him ever again because I was like, he got over. But he cooked so good, man, that it was still fire. It was hard and fire. No complaints. Everybody wanted more. They wanted more. They wanted more. But he has to be one of the best cooks. To turn 1 into 3 and it still be fire. Because most dudes turn 1 into 3, that should be baking soda. That shit, you put that shit in a napkin, that shit dry up so quick. Smokers say, they initially, if you sell it right away, they be like, it's fire. But if you don't sell it right away, it start getting chalky. They be like, man, what is this? You switched up on me. You gave me baking soda. Yeah, them was the days, man. We need to get Freeway Rick to talk about stuff like that. Stockton hot as hell. Stockton's hot nowadays. Growing up in LA as a kid, you learn situational awareness and how to stay on your toes. Absolutely. That wrist work is key. I had a homie, rest in peace, Fat Donnie. Fat Donnie turned me on to the procaine. Fat Donnie used to come over with a magical bag. And he'd be like, man, hook this up, I'll get some extras, just let me have a few extras. So I didn't mind, nigga, come get your extras. Yeah, that was cool as hell. Come get your extras. And he would come in the house and shit, and pull out his bag and fire. Yeah, I mean, it came out cool. He didn't stretch it like that. Probably 7 grams to an ounce. And smokers loved it. Smokers loved it. Didn't melt. None of that. And Fat Donnie was all over the West Side getting paper too. Oh, you know Fat Donnie? Absolutely. Fat Donnie used to come to the house when Moms was living. I wait till Moms go to sleep. I tell Fat Donnie, come on through, homie. Come on through, my nigga. Yeah, Fat Donnie. So see, that's what I'm saying, man. Niggas say I'm lying and shit. You know Fat Donnie. You know that's where my brother's 63 Chevy came from, Fat Donnie. Yeah, that's when it ain't no good, pirate. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Fat Donnie had down pat. It wasn't finna be wet. It wasn't finna be speedy. Smokers didn't say it was speedy. None of that. I never banged, but I live in Crip Hood so long. I still don't wear red except the Christmas pendant. You wear a Christmas pendant? All right. Get the ratio right. They flock like birds. Have you ever done a Freeway Rick interview? I seen him on your KM True Stories intro. I did an interview in the magazine, not on the channel. Blazer D, rest in peace, man. Blazer D. They was getting some money, man. Fat Donnie was getting money when we was in high school, man. Fat Donnie used to come to school with 8 million stories. 8 million stories. He would come to school, man, and shoot out this, shoot out that. Sold this much dope. The block was rolling. Shit, that shit was new to me, man. Kept these red pajamas a Christmas thing. For whatever reason. Old Doc on 7th with the cab was good on the stove. Ivan Pee Wee days. Okay, all right. Yeah, them niggas. I'll tell you something. I ain't gonna say it on here though, but everybody thought they was good wasn't really good. They might have been good with their whip. They might have had a cool whip game. They didn't have no cool dope though. Homie's dope was garbage. Homie's dope was trash. You wanted some good dope, you had to go to Venice, East LA. Or if you had a cool East Side plug, a Mexican East Side plug, that work in the hood was whack. And niggas was loving that shit. See, that's the thing. If you don't know, and me and Compton was talking about this, if you don't know what dope was like in 83, bro, 84, then you go for anything. But once you get hip to that 84 dope, you know there was a difference. Dope wasn't the same after that. They start putting all kind of stuff in the dope. Man. The saddest part of the early 80s era is when you visit your friend's apartment and everyone looking under the couch for invisible particles. Man, I tell you, man, you drop some white, some lint, or anything on the floor, nigga, you pull your fingernail off and flick it on the floor, boy, they was all going to be picking it up. This is what I didn't understand, Tony Moore. When a smoker smokes, at least back in the day, and they pick up something white up off the carpet, why do they always throw it back down on the carpet? You would think they would pick it up and put it in the trash so they don't keep picking up the same particles over and over. but they throw it right back on the carpet. East Side was pure and people wasn't even OD or nothing, no cut straight. Man. 80s, you see smokers walking with TVs, VCRs, walkie-talkies. Nigga, they would go to the store and get cell phones, nigga, off of their credit, especially when the chirps came out. Next tell, you go get 5 phones. You go get a group phones. Nigga, nigga, all the antennas on the block missing and shit. Like, nigga, where my antenna go? Kev, do you know what neighborhood was 41st Place and Broadway? My auntie stayed over there. I know Hangout Boys started claiming it. They used to have some 40s and photos or photo trays over there. All of them had different twerks. That's why you couldn't smoke with any old body. Yeah, I had a few Bay Area homies that had the LA Dope Gang Connect. A lot of people up north think, swear, or assume that they had their own plugs up there. But and some people in Texas too, some parts of Texas. But let me tell you something. If that was true, LA dudes couldn't have went up north. LA dudes couldn't have went to Texas and sold dope for a higher price than it was in LA. So you know that just ain't true. Yeah, Texas is on the border. Texas got all kind of cartels and shit. But certain parts of Texas, man, now y'all was getting hit with the out of town prices when we went there. I remember we could go to DeWarty. We could go to the 818 and sell dope for an extra $100. You know what I'm saying? You get an extra $100. You go to Stockton, you was gonna get at least $100 an ounce, but you didn't want to sell no dope in Stockton wholesale. You want to break it down and get all the money. You make way more money in Stockton than you would in LA off an ounce. It was hilarious to see people representing their company in uniforms getting high. Yep, that's true. Bus drivers, janitors, all kind of people, man. You're right. Yeah, we owe. We definitely owe. For sure we owe. Westside Photos Crip Gang occupied that area. Then Eastside Photos made them convert. HOB originally hung out on the 58th and Broadway. Then they crossed Vernon in the 80s and been there ever since. Mom and them came off to go to work. Car on empty. Damn, they was ciphering Mom's gas. Well, I would have took a nigga head off. I caught him ciphering Mom's gas. The funniest part, though, about being a gang member, petty hustling, is that motherfuckers would still steal from you. I used to want to catch, I could never catch nobody steal from us. Twice I almost caught somebody. Somebody stole a motorcycle, my brother's dirt bike out the backyard. I'm looking, I'm hearing something. I look, I don't see nothing. I go outside in the back and I notice the motorcycle's gone. So I go through the driveway and go up the front. The nigga's going up the street and banks a corner. I grab the pistol, go hop the gate and try to meet him on the next block. He got away. He disappeared. He disappeared in the wind. To this day, I think I know who did it, but I don't have no proof. But I think I know who did. I got a real good idea who it was. Another dude came and stole the skirts off my brother's Chevy. I heard something in the street. I'm like, man, what is that? But the other side, I can't see on the other side of the car. So I'm like, oh, ain't nobody out there. And I heard some noise. I look again, I notice a skirt missing on the passenger side. So I go out there, boom, they run, jump in the car and get away. But all them other times, like they would steal my Dayton hammers, my wax and all this car stuff, my batteries, my battery charger. They would, and I could never catch them. I used to want to catch them. And I used to feel so disrespected. Like, what nigga got enough heart to come steal from me? Like, I wish I could catch a motherfucker, but I never could. Somebody tried to steal my Mustang out my driveway one day. They cut the top. I think I know who that was too, but I ain't got no proof. But I had a broad in the house. And, the Mustang was convertible. Came outside to take her home. Somebody had cut a hole, cut an L shape in my roof so they could stick their hand down and hit the unlock button. Or you could also, when you cut the thing, you could pull the top so you could lift the top up. But lucky she didn't give me none. If she gave me some, they would have had me. She didn't give me none. So I had to hurry up and take her home. And boy, I wish I would have caught him that day. But, dudes was lucky, man. Dudes was lucky trying to steal from me, man. I just feel bad every time. Like, man, who would do me like that? Who got away with that? Fools hit my pitching cage got hit twice. Rico ended up being the one that hit my cage. I didn't know it was Rico until Roscoe and him ended up in prison together. But I was in high school. My cage got hit 3 times. No, it didn't, because that was Rico the one time. My cage got hit twice. So I'm going to Crenshaw, and I'm fucking with Lil D from 60s and this dude named Maurice, and they both had pigeons. So one day I go to school, and they don't go to school. And I go home, my cage is hit. I'm like, man, I think it was that nigga Maurice, man, but I don't know. Somebody hit my cage that day, man. So ironic that the homies didn't go to school that day. But I don't think it was Lil D. Lil D ended up being a real homie, a solid homie. Cool dude, too. I think if it was him, he would have told me by now. They stole my cousin's IROC out the driveway, pushed it down the street, and started because it was loud. Shit, that's how my brother used to steal cars, period. Every car he stole, he rolled down the street. He used to like to steal them off a hill, though. But yeah, he whatever car he stole, he would push down the street. They fell in love with the pigeons. Fell in love with the cocoa. Fell in love with the cocoa. Man, we used to have so many cars in our backyard. My mama used to be like, because she know I got it watching my brother. But see, my brother and them, they was car thieves. I didn't know how to steal a car. So we would carjack and bring the car to the backyard, man. Man, I couldn't help it, man. Because once I get your car, I got to strip that motherfucker. Can't just take some seats out or take the front end off. I got to take everything off. Saggy Sag, one of the gambling homies. One of the gambling homies what? Eileen used car lot. Shit, no, we could have been Eileen pick apart. Oh man, my car I done came out. I done had a few cars stolen, man. This is when I learned. See, I learned that these securities be fake. And some of these security cameras used to be garbage. Because you got security at the Stardust in Vegas, you got security at the Inglewood DMV, and you got security cameras. And both times my cars got stolen there, they telling me that my car didn't get stolen. Well, go check your cameras. They check the camera and see I'm telling the truth, but they can't make out who it is because the cameras are blurry. That's when I was like, all right. So I used to take Baby Cat to Vegas, and we used to break in cars in the parking lot. So, because I was like, man, they ain't gonna know who we are. They ain't gonna catch us. They could never catch the niggas that stole my cars. So we would just jump in a car, go to Vegas, man, and just have a field day going through cars. And you know what's crazy? Back in the day, I don't know about nowadays, I doubt it, but back in the day, people used to leave money in the car. And they definitely would leave their luggage in the trunk. So, you know, when you hit them 5.0s, you had a button. You hit the button and pop the trunk. You know what I'm saying? So once you get in the car, click, boom, I'm in the trunk. Oh, luggage up in here. Oh, money bags up in here. Oh, all right, you know. Bingo. Hell yeah, man. Silver sevens. Oh, I used to kill them. Silver sevens. I'm like, man, I know they cameras don't work. If the Stardust cameras don't work, Silver sevens definitely ain't gonna work. They off in the ghetto and shit. Stardust was on the strip. I'm saying back in the day. I don't know. Now I'm sure they all clear now. I'll be looking on my ring like my shit low budget compared to some people's ring. They should be crystal clear. I'm like, damn, how your camera so clear? What kind of camera you got? Nah, I didn't do no licks at LAX, but like I said, I had Squirrel. Squirrel used to go to LAX in a post office uniform and take the mail. Stardust was old as hell. The Flamingo was old too before they fixed it up. Yeah, absolutely. See, that's why when stuff happened to me, I'd be like, man, it's just karma, man. Who I'm gonna be mad at, man? I done got people, and it's just me getting got back. You know what I'm saying? My ring clear even at night. Yeah, my ring ain't clear. I mean, it's decent, but it ain't fire. Like it ain't HD. My ring ain't HD. I'll see some people's thing on there. I'll be like, damn, that shit clear. My ring, man, I'm telling you, man. I got a lot of carjacking stories I would like to tell, but I really don't want to give that stigma of the old me, and I definitely don't want to put the homie out there like that unless something happened to him. If the homie died now, if the homie died, then I'm gonna go ahead and tell some of these carjacking stories. But I got a few stories, man. Y'all know Cowboy, right? I got a couple with Cowboy, several. Matter of fact, many with Cowboy. I remember one time it was this 5.0. Hey, Shotty, you remember the weed spot on West Boulevard and Jackson Limousine? It was a fresh 5.0, convertible, just like mine, but brand new. I don't know how to steal no damn car, especially no 5.0, no new one. So I had a, what do you call them? Y'all, any car thieves in here? What do you call that thing that you screw in there and you pop, boom, and you pop the lock off? Come on, man. Somebody here know what I'm talking about, man. Somebody know what I'm talking about. Come on, man. You screw it in there and you pop it, boom, and it pulls. Man, y'all ain't no car thieves. I'm saying my stuff. Not no damn Slim Jim. You open up the car door with a Slim Jim. It wasn't called no slide hammer. No, snatch bar. There you go, Rob Mode. We got a real car thief in here. So I went and got a snatch bar. And I jump in the car, and the car is right there in front of these niggas. Is some Jamaicans. These is weed dealers, and they ain't no joke. They killed my homie Squally, and Jackson Limousine. He got paper. He got all kind of boys and shit. And I'm out on West Boulevard, and I'm out there. Boom, boom. Can't start the car for shit. Don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I tell the homie, you try and shit. Yeah, I'm disappointed. Not in you, 702, even though you in the trenches, born and raised on the east side. I don't expect you to know what that is. But Man, I'm up in there. I kid y'all not, with no exaggeration. I'm up in that car like 2 hours on me. I be in there so long and start sweating. I get out and take a break, and then I go get back in there, so I don't get caught in there. I could not steal that goddamn car. The next best thing is we just gonna have to carjack somebody. This stealing a car shit ain't working, man. On no new car. Man, I'm serious, man. I was all up in that car. I needed that car so bad, man. I needed that car bad. I hope it didn't cost them too much to fix the steering wheel. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing, though, man. I had no clue, man. I never was a car thief, man. I had all the tools, though, man. I had all the tools on me. That's messed up because a nigga can't steal a car. He got a carjack. He got to take it from me. He need the key and nigga need the key and everything because he don't know how to steal a car. He don't know how to hot wire. He don't know how to break the steering column. He don't know how to do nothing but tell you, hey, don't move. Don't move if you want to live, man. Don't move. Good, I never had to hurt nobody, though, man. I don't have to worry about that on my conscience, man. No cars for no violence. Man, got quite a few cars, though, man. It's kind of fucked up, but people got my cars. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. It's just somebody else had to be the victim. Them was the days, though, man. So when shit happened to you, you can't really cry and complain and shit, man. You really can't. I remember when I was probably, I might have been 6th grade, maybe 7th grade. No, I had to be in 6th grade. So I'm in 6th grade, and I hear somebody outside. You know, I always been a little nosy motherfucker, but not nosy because I want to tell. I'm nosy because I want to get in some bullshit too. So I hear some shit outside, and I go look outside, and 2 doors down, somebody breaking in my neighbor's Volkswagen. Just like dude said, it was about a battery too. And I go look, and it's an OG60 in the Volkswagen. This nigga got a golf hat on. He got the pen on it. He got the khakis and the croaker sacks. And that nigga come out with the battery. And he go jogging down the street with a battery in his hand. And my neighbor was a square dude, but he older too. And he come out and he see me. He say, hey, man, who broke in my car? I'm like, shit, I don't know. Man, I catch one of you niggas breaking in my car, I'm gonna kill you niggas. You stole my battery. Man, I ain't stole shit. I don't know what you're talking about. He said, I know you know who did it. How this nigga know I know who did it, nigga? You know what I'm saying? My brother wasn't living at the house at the time, so he had to know it wasn't my brother. But it was the homie Big Maniac, man. And dude used to sweat me, man. Who broke in my car? I don't know who broke in your car. He sweated me for a while, man. Like, who broke in my car, man? I ain't gonna tell him. I'm gonna just beat his ass. Nah, I ain't finna tell, nigga. 60s blow up my motherfucking house, nigga. Yeah. Yeah, that had to be like 1979, early 79. Nah, VW a bug. Yep, that's who it was, Shotty Mac. Did he dress like I just said with the golf hat, the pen, and the khakis and Kroger sack? I mean, he might have a Fila shirt on or Sergio Tacchini or something later on. But nah, Price used to be G'd up, man. Oh, I done rolled a gang of stolen cars, but I didn't steal the car. I stole the stolen car. I was joyriding in the stolen car. Bugs were popular for the hell yeah, absolutely. And you know, they didn't have alarms on no bugs back then. A nigga wasn't even gonna invest in an alarm on a Volkswagen. Hey, my father's friend, he had an alarm they used to talk. And if you get close to his car, he had a loud ass PA system. Nigger stealing, nigger stealing, nigger stealing, nigger stealing. That was some shrimp, huh? That had to be about 80, 82-ish, 83-ish, 81-ish, something like that. I'm trying to interview him. I want to interview him. I told him a couple times I want to interview him. He told me, man, I'm an old man. I don't do nothing but fix up engines. Like, man, come on, man. I want to interview him about my father, my mother, nigga, the East Side Low Bottoms. Man. I didn't steal homeboy's battery, though. That was maniac. I ain't, what the hell I'm going to do with a battery when I'm in 6th grade, man? I didn't know shit about no car. Yep, Yogi Green Eyes. Yep, on Vic. Yep, absolutely. They had a baby, right? They had one kid together. She used to beat Maniac up. Man, the homegirl used to beat the homeboy up. Homeboy used to be getting dragged down the street. Shit. A little nigga with a big girlfriend. Some people had those car alarms that used to say, stand back. You're too close to the car. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, mom is beautiful. Now, he'll tell you how crazy she was, man. I think he was there when Miles drove through my father's gate and ran up to his porch. Moms used to total her cars out. Like I remember one time my mother was sipping on some wine, and my brother had came from the east side to spend a weekend with us. And my brother said, wait, let me think. My mother had a 78 Celica. So this is how old this story is. She had a 78 Celica. And my brother said, he said, you got a bionic car. I fell out laughing. Mom didn't think that shit was funny. Mom's was hot. She drinking her wine and shit. I guess he thought she was drunk or something, but man, Mom's was hot. And then he said, you got a bionic car. That's because she wrecked it so many times and got it fixed. That shit was hilarious. Here go a woman that used to wreck her car on purposely. Like she had the first Batarang in LA. Hey, I'm gone, y'all. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good night, man. Let's do this again until the new year, y'all. Let's get it. I remember the Vipers. Abrupt ending. Y'all take it easy, man. Y'all have a good night. Good looking out, Black Warrior Spirit and Derek Lewis. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.